Hey, what's up everybody? Maher Abyad here, back with you again for another amazing video. And in today's episode, I want to talk to you about something what I like to call the digital marketing brick wall. So let's get started. All right, let me present to you the digital marketing brick wall. This is what I use to explain digital marketing and the many different facets and pieces of it to clients and to my team as well, to get everybody up to speed on the different moving parts and who needs to do what and what needs to be done when it comes to digital marketing as a whole. So obviously your marketing has hundreds of moving parts to it and many different parts to it and pieces, of course. And if they're all working properly, well, hey, then your wall is complete and very strong. But take, for example, when you have pieces missing here and there, then your wall is weaker and your marketing efforts are less effective and inefficient. So this is where it really helps to look at from a high-level macro point of view if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, or a marketing manager, to be able to identify all the moving parts and how each part relates to the next one. So what happens is people get too focused on one area of the marketing efforts. So for example, they go crazy about wanting to do so well in SEO and rank at the top of Google, but their on-page optimization and their conversion optimization is so out of whack. So the problem is, what's the point of driving all this traffic to your website if when people come, they're going to leave right away, they're going to bounce right away, and if you're not working on converting them to actually get them to take that action that you want them to take, whether it's sign up for an email, put their email address to get a lead magnet, or to press your CTA button. If you have an e-commerce store, to add to cart, to progress to the next step. You have to look at every part of the sales funnel and how each one of these pieces relates to each other and talks to each other. So it's always important to continue to test each one of these areas to ensure that all the parts are working. So make sure your content team goes in and proofs read, make sure the content there's no errors in it, and it sounds right, the messaging is right, your branding, messaging is good across all platforms, of course. And for example, somebody comes on your site, you want to use something like Mouseflow, my go-to visitor tracking software, to be able to see what people are doing when they get to your website, if they're having trouble, if there's something not working, where you can catch a lot of errors and fix those errors right away. This is, an automatic type of QA system where it will tell you or show you obviously exactly what people are doing and where they're having problems. So of course, for one person, this is a whole ton of stuff that it needs to be done. I mean, from you have a website, you've got to make sure your plugins are working and updated. Then, for example, your guest posting has many different parts to it. There's obviously the link prospecting portion of it. Then there's actually the communication. Then there's the writing portion of it, and then from there you have things like traffic and Google. Are you doing paid ads? Are you doing SEO? Obviously, those themselves are big type of items that need to be looked at as well. A/B testing. Like I said, I just put out a video, not too long ago actually, talking about A/B testing and talking about test. You need to continually test to make sure and collect data to know what's working, what's not working, so you're not wasting time, money, and effort. Even things here like you can see one of the bricks is a 404 page. I mean, this wall is not even filled up, but this is just to give you a little snippet of the many different facets that there are in digital that I work with every day to help people to get people and their websites and their businesses to be the maximum amount of efficiency and fully running and operational that it can be. So people forget about the 404 page. This is a great opportunity to be able to get people to get, collect an email address, give them a lead magnet, even on that page, on a broken page, or to get them to take another type of action. So, I mean, there's many different opportunities to have these touch points with your audience, and you got to, obviously see how, depending on what they do, where that journey is, how you can talk to them in that language at that time. So of course, like I said, it's a lot for one person to look at, to take care of. This is why you have to really make sure, especially if you have a team, to delegate to the right people. Obviously text and copy, you want to make sure your content team and your is making sure that copy, like I said, has that proper messaging. There's no errors in there. Obviously, for web functionality, your web development team making sure that the website's operational, there's no broken links, everything's up and running. For example, your server performance, if you have an IT team, you have dedicated servers, you want to make sure that your site is running as peak performance as possible. You want to make sure that, you have, if you're using WordPress, caching plugin installed. You want to have, you could be on a CDN, like I recommend Cloudflare, which is excellent. You want to make sure your website is HTTPS. You don't want to be running HTTP because you want to give the user the best experience and the most secure experience. So you want to make sure you also install SSL certificates. So these are just, examples of the many, many different facets of digital that you have to keep in mind at all times. Listen, in today's day and age, you really need to take this holistic type of approach when it comes to your digital marketing and even offline marketing as well. You can't just rely on one traffic source, one traffic channel. People are on different networks. People are on different places. But more importantly, people have this in their hand, their cell phone, their mobile phone, they're connected to the internet, and this is where you actually have to be. So you have to optimize for this device. Digital marketing has definitely changed over the years, and it's gotten a lot more complex because there's a lot more moving parts. Not only are you trying to attract somebody, for example, like I mentioned in targeting and driving traffic, for example, with Facebook ads, but as we know, a lot of people come, there's a lot of visitors that come, but they leave right away. So we need to make sure that our retargeting pixel is set up on Facebook and on Google. That way we can capture them, because when somebody leaves and they, there's no way to catch them again unless we target them with retargeting or catch them and get them on an email list. So there's a lot of things you need to consider. And so having this holistic approach allows you to make sure that you're doing all the right things. You have all the pieces in place because you're looking at things from a higher level. You're just not looking at it from a micro level. It's from a macro level as well. And that's what's going to help increase your business and get things running smoothly so you can increase traffic, increase sales, and have productivity at its maximum. Marketing, especially digital marketing, is not what it used to be. There's so many more moving parts. There's so many more things that are happening, and you have to take this higher level macro approach to it. So looking at your overall marketing picture, to drive traffic, to get people to convert, to get them to buy again. Once you look at the entire thing, then you're going to be able to increase your sales, increase your traffic, and increase your bottom line. You don't want to just focus on one area because you're going to be missing a lot of opportunity and a lot of money, leaving that on the table. And that's not something you want to do, because with the internet, with the amount of people that are online daily in so many different places on social media and whatnot, you're able to really take advantage of that. So you don't want to drop the ball and you don't want to miss out on these opportunities to scale and grow, because the opportunity is there and you definitely do want to take it. If you got any value in today's video, please press the like button and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I definitely want to help you guys out in your entrepreneurial, in your business journeys, and also make sure you press the bell icon beside it to be notified of upcoming videos as I release them, as I'm trying to put out content for you guys daily, because I've got a ton of value to give. I got a ton of information to give you guys, and I want to make sure that you are the success that you want to be. So if you have any questions as well, please leave them in the comment section below. Let me know what you're having trouble with. Let me know what type of content you want to see, and that'll really help me improve the channel for you guys going forward. Once again, my name is Maher Abiad. Thanks so much for allowing me to be a part of your journey and to help you out in that journey to where you want to be in life and in business. And I will catch you in the next video.